It's Jeremy Williams, broker of the Bannack Real Estate Group, and I can't believe the first quarter's over. Here we are in the beginning of May 2022, and man, there's been a lot of changes in the market. So what I wanted to do is just get a better idea of where we are and try to get an idea of where we're going. Everybody's asking me, what's the crystal ball? Should I be selling my house now? Should I wait to buy? Are prices going down? And the good news is when you really master the data and we pay attention to the market, we can answer all those questions with some reasonable certainty, and that's the key here. So one of the things we're going to look at how many homes are on the market. We're going to look at supply and demand, or absorption rate, and we're also going to look at list the sales price and how that affects you, what we could expect moving forward. So first, how many homes are in the market? Well, right now there's 115 properties for sale, and out of that, about 58 of those are single family houses, and say 18 of them are over $1 million, and the rest are under $1 million. So there's actually a same amount of inventory that we saw this time last year. So it's relatively steady. The deceiving part of that is we have a lot of homes, more houses than I would expect coming on the market every week at great price ranges. We even see some sub 400s, which is nice. They're just coming on the market and coming off. So what those numbers don't indicate is how much turnover through the weeks that we see. It just gives you a small glimpse of what it is today. So there are more homes than that indicates. So that's the good news. When we look at absorption rate, basically supply and demand, our benchmark of a normal market is about 6 months of inventory. So if you're under 6 months, seller market, above 6 months, a buyer's market. Right now we're at 1 month of inventory, which is exactly where we were this time last year. And it's actually a nice relief because there's a little bit more inventory than we've seen over the last 6 months. So if you're a buyer, it gives you a few more options than we would have had earlier in the year, and it's really going to help you find more options in the market. So we're slowly starting to see absorption rate increase, and I expect that to keep going until we see more of a normal market conditions. That's not a bad thing. That's actually going to help us in Missoula. Next, we look at list to sales price, and this is another indication of why I think that's going to happen. Is we've seen our list to sales price slowly decline over the last month or two, and that's not something to be concerned about, but most of the year we averaged about 107% list to sales price, meaning homes were typically selling for 7% over asking price. Right now we're down to 103, and part of the reason is we're seeing some more homes come on the market. It's spreading out some of the buyers. It's still competitive, but it's not as fiercely competitive as it would have been a couple months ago. So what does this mean? Well, if you're a buyer, I would expect to have more options as we go through the spring. I do expect to see prices slow down a little bit, and what I mean by that, they're just not simply going to increase as fast as they've been, but they are still increasing. I don't expect these houses to lose value. So if you are thinking about buying a house in the next year or two, I wouldn't wait. I don't see prices coming down because of our lack of inventory and ability to get inventory to a market anytime soon. So it is important that you get into a house sooner than later and take advantage of the upside of that appreciation. And if you're a seller, we're going to get into a better market where you can still get multiple offers for your property, still get a great price for your home, and then most importantly, if you sell that home, probably find you have more luck finding a house to move into next. So it is going to soften up a little bit. I don't know if softening is the right word, but normalize is what I'd use. Put us in a better situation for both buyers and sellers over the next couple months. If you have any questions of what you should do, just curious, thinking about it over the next couple months, there's never too early to come in and just throw around some ideas. So give us a call. You can reach us at 406-926-6767, and we look forward to talking to you soon.